Hello, welcome. Who is this reading going to be for but Cancer? All right. Maybe Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I'll let you be the judge of that. So what is going on? Get a little energy. Let's take a peek. We'll see what's coming in. The Nine of Cups with the Hangman. All right. Why? I hear somebody say something about getting what they want. There's feelings currently about getting what we want. And it looks like someone's in a situation that is definitely troubling you, in a sense. But we're applying ourselves, someone very committed to that. Why? Why is this? All right, this could be a really big deal to somebody. Very important, significant. And the Empress, we get that softening and choosing to make something softer. Could be a person I'd like to see soften up, and that would help us get our way. Softening our skin, getting that. In the recent past, we see Judgment in reverse. Yeah. When you're getting involved in this emotional security, it's about security of the soul. And there could have been a small inheritance in the past, very possible. Actually, planning well for old age. That's some 8th house in the recent past. So currently influencing that. What's influencing that? But the 4 of Wands. It's a desire, and it's very ceremonial. So this is something we do as a ceremonial ritual. Could be a tried and true ritual because of the Empress, which the Empress here and the reasons and what we realize could be a loving woman, a loving place. Let's see, what is this? The Empress, she is Venus, she's love. Currently, I see somebody exuding an air of impatience, even if they don't mean it. So we don't mean to be that way. And what is going to happen is that exact softening. I see giving in, giving up. This first and second house vibe currently exuding that air of impatience. Someone here in your wheelhouse, could be in your house, is cleverly knows how to intimidate others, I think, especially the sensitive ones. And so if this is a sensitive topic and subject to you, somebody, doing that, saying, give it up, you need to give this up, while Cancer, you're going to bark right back at them. Some people around you at this time, but because it's about your looks, I'm an adult now, and that's normal. That's going to be very normal. Let's see if that's how you're looking at yourself. But currently, I think if you're with an air sign, they love that about you. But like, the water signs don't like to be barked at. So how are you looking at yourself in this? As the King of Wands in reverse. Wow. The King of Wands. Is that Mars again? And the King of Wands in reverse is very emotional at this time about that. That's your passion, that's your fire inside. I'm an adult. It doesn't matter what this leads to. This is what I'm doing. And so other people could be seeing you like the Two of Wands, kind of, whether it's right side up or upside down, you're actually doing it. They see you, or they're like, you're actually doing this. And yeah, I'm going to wash my face every night so that I soften my skin. This could be wanting other people to soften and, barking about it. And yeah, I'm going to keep pressing this issue until somebody softens up, be it you or be it them. So what could get in the way of a good outcome? Very smart. Someone here could have been an odd child. And the Five of Swords in reverse, level 5 vibration, getting in the way is if we don't reconcile. Okay? Come to terms with it. Or if they can't come to terms with it, we need to have a reconciliation. All right, so let's get into our clarification before we see what the outcome is. Because we definitely need a reconciliation, right? So why the Nine of Cups? These feelings, sometimes that can be overwhelming. Why is that here? Getting what we want could be about getting what we want. Getting back what we've lost. Yeah. Comes with age. And that sensitivity. So, why the heck? The only feelings on the table, and this is why we need to reconcile, is because the dominating energy in the room is what I want. Okay? And it could be something that someone's doing good for themselves, even, And it's always, I think the intentions here are to reconcile. We need to reconcile. But there's a stubborn energy with the Emperor and the Empress on the table, because you have, people who have their own ideas about how this should go, and they think that it's, these are the rules and this is what we should do. And then you've got very emotional Cancer saying, well, you're very sentimental, and I'm going to take this, and I think this is what it's going to take. There's a lot of barking at each other. So why the Hangman? Because with the Hangman in reverse or upright side up again, very committed to this. Somebody thinks somebody should give it up. The other person's very committed to doing it. Whatever that holds for you. The Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I mean, like, it just can't get any... It just couldn't get any worse. I'm trying to get this back. I want to get the good back. And somebody here currently, I think we're just thinking we can get it back. Recovery from it. This is recovering from what they see you doing. And then the Four of Wands. Why is the Four of Wands coming up? Where we desire, we want to celebrate. We want to party. We want to have anniversaries. We want to have holidays. We want to look sparkly, beautiful, and celebrate each other. We really do. Somebody coming in with this desire. So I see it. Yeah. All fired up. Actually, renewal. I jumping on in. I'm going to do this. I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to party. I'm going to celebrate life. I'm going to celebrate us. I'm going to celebrate this. And go ahead and soften up. I mean, there's another way we could refer to soften up, right? So why is the Emperor here? In this reading today, oh, great. Now we have a person. So the Queen of Wands and the Emperor. It's like somebody gets a sunburn. We got to put on lotion. We got to soften your feelings, which we can learn a lot from Cancer in this. Somebody can. And I think this is definitely an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or significant placement. This could be another adult. This could be you reinventing themselves. This is a full beauty makeover. This is a whole makeover, to the security of the soul. This is the new you. She has the power to change it. I feel like it. I feel like you have the power to change it. Yeah. And believing so, very important coming in the near future. So you see yourself as the king, the queen. Okay? You see yourself doing this. They see you doing this, whatever this is. This is you. This is your celebration. This is your anniversary. This is your birthday party. And you can cry if you want to. It's my party, and I'll cry if I want to. And, somebody might have barked at you, them, people around. But again, it's just a facade, because somebody here is very fun to be around. That's that celebratorial personality. That's that fire inside. Very fun to be around. Bubbly, talkative, maybe even a little quirky, but definitely fun. Very smart, and maybe not. Maybe other people think they're smarter than you, somebody here was an odd child. But Cancer Sun, very, very sentimental. And so that's how you see yourself. I guess what I really want to see for us in this reading to gain some knowledge and insight, let's see with that Two of Wands how other people are looking at you because they see you doing it. Right? So why is the Two of Wands here? I mean, you could be dealing with a fire sign. Let me know down below if you have any issues with today's topic. I want to hear your story. I want to see how that resonates for you. And I'm going to check into that Mars, fire energy, the sun. We even get some Sagittarius in there. And coming back to the Nine of Cups. So turning that frown upside down. Feeling better about it. They see you with age. So see, they see you aging. But I think they see the wisdom that you can gain. And what they can gain from you and your emotions. That level 9 vibration is always a high vibration. It's positive. And then you can say, I got what I want. So they see you going for what you want. They actually see somebody getting what they want. And anything that could get in the way of a good outcome, and then we're going to see the potential outcome, is not reconciling. There's definitely a reconciliation, coming to terms with things, accepting and coming to terms with who we are. So this could be them doing so. I hope so. Why is that a potential obstacle? Doesn't look like any major obstacles are coming in for you at this time. No, but good feelings. The only thing that could get in the way of a good outcome would be wishful thinking. Okay? So if there are things in life unable to be reconciled and you're very sentimental about that, wishful thinking can always get in the way of a good outcome for you on your journey. Because somebody here can't always explain the sudden impulses to bark at one another, but I think it's about thinking that we can win the argument. And again, currently, we didn't mean it. They didn't mean it. Normally, very fun to be around. So, what is the potential outcome here? What can we see? Because we do see this coming in very passionately. Whatever it is that you're doing, that is reinventing yourself. Wow. The Eight of Swords in reverse. Someone's memories make it really hard to move on, getting back what we lost. Memories can make things really hard to move on for our very sentimental Cancers at this time. Let's clarify that. So holding on to those, the wishful thinking and those memories. So in the physical world, the Eight of Pentacles comes up in reverse. Trying to be perfect, wanting everything to be perfect is admirable. While you're very impressionable. Someone here is even really ticklish and excited, but being easily excited, we just might not be able to explain that, why we're doing this all of a sudden. And that's okay. But that is what is going to impede our progress at this time. Nothing too big. We just need to work on that expectation. Don't expect miracles. And, about if it's about a reconciliation, well, sure, it needs to happen, and hopefully one day it can happen. But I think that's great advice, to gain your emotional security in your soul, is very important. And if it has been in the past, moving forward, to not have too high expectations. Don't let those memories cause you any pain, and don't let it hold you back at this time. Okay, so stay positive, my friends. Keep in the faith. I appreciate your view. I hope that you like the video for me. If you want to get more tarot from me, just go ahead and subscribe to the channel. All right. I do appreciate your view. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next tarot reading. So again, just keep the faith. All right. Bye-bye.